All right, good morning, everybody. I can't believe what I just heard. I cannot believe what I just heard. This damn song is so horrible. This has definitely topped the Heart Part 6 in every way, shape, or form. Uh, so, Drake and Sexy Red put out a new song called You My Everything. And Drake went against everybody's word by rapping again. After everybody and their mother told him not to do that, he went ahead and did it anyway. Still went ahead and did it anyway because he obviously wants the whole entire thing with Kendrick to get to a point to where he literally is murdered. So hey, go nuts. I will read some of the lyrics because this is even more questionable behavior. So this is from Genius. Sexy Red recruits Canadian rapper Drake, whom have shared a few collaborations and actively shows appreciation for each other. For track 4, You My Everything, off Sexy Red's third studio album, and Sexy We Trust, the song starts off with Sexy Red rapping over a Take Heath production before the beat switches. Still with the beat switches, leaving Drake to rap over Metro Boomin's beat titled BBL DRIZZY BPM 150.mp3. He produced and shared, encouraging fans to diss Drake, starting a viral internet challenge, further adding fuel to the beef between Drake and Metro Boomin. Yeah, so Metro Boomin made that beat because he wanted everybody to drop the best Drake diss, and the person that had the best diss towards Drake would be getting, I think he said like $10,000. But anyway, let me get to the lyrics. This is going to be very cringeworthy, so trigger warning. Drake's verse is, give me the pussy, I'm bullying shit. Hit from the back and I'm pulling your shit. I had some smoke in the city, I wanted to see you, but baby, I couldn't just dip. You know the timing we're on when my N-words start lurking and tying their hoodies and shit. Soon as this shit gets resolved, I'll turn to librarian for you. I'm booking that shit. Let's do it. Red girl, I love you. Let's do it. Showed enough love to the city, I promise. So let's get the fuck out of St. Louis. Maybe we'll go to St. Lucia. I've been there, so I'll introduce you. Or maybe you go to St. Martin with me if these N-words take a break and quit starting with me. Maybe we go to St. Kitts if you and your baby daddy are calling it splits. Then maybe we call it an accident. You slip, you trip, you fall on my dick. Why do you love me? Still a mystery. Me and the surgeon got history. I changed a lot of girls' lives for real. They need a new body. They're hitting me A. BBL Drizzy, they want a new body. They asked me for it. The last one, Jung, he did it for free because I sent over so many past ones for him. But Red, don't even worry about all of that shit. Just keep it natural for him, I swear. I got a passion for you, I swear. I got attraction for you, I swear. Now, bear in mind, Sexy Red is 26 like me. So this is obviously not new territory for dear old Drake because Drake loves his young girls. Now, listen. Hugh Hefner had a lot of ladies that he was with that were a lot younger than he was. But a lot of people, regardless of them both being adults, still understandably think it's creepy. 'Cause it is. Especially because he has a history of this shit. Yeah, you think I'm a bachelor girl, but I swear you ain't getting your master's, but I stay breaking your back in the master bedroom. I swear you sent a pic in them shorts and I had to send you a caption like I was there. You're the hood bitch of my dreams, sexy girl. You just asked for me and I'm there. Terrible. Just terrible. And that is the end of the verse Drake did. Like, I don't understand why you would do a verse over a beat that was specifically intended for mocking the hell out of you even further. Why? Why would you do something like that? Song is flaming hot garbage. His time as a rapper is over with. It's over with. But he don't care. He don't care. Oh well. He'll have to keep learning the hard way. I'll show you proof though that Drake is into young girls. Because everybody has seen the video where he had it was a 17-year-old on stage. Drake gets creepy with 17-year-old on stage. I can't go to jail yet, he says. Excuse me. I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way your breasts feel against my chest. This is an underage girl. This is a minor. Drake, what the fuck? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Disgusting, despicable behavior in every sense of the word. But he don't care. He don't care. He never cared. Never cared at all. He proved Kendrick right. He proved Kendrick right. He will end up in cell block 1 very soon. It's going to happen. It will happen. It'll happen. It'll happen and nobody will feel bad when it does. Anyhow, though, that's been it with that. There's not much else to say about that. I think he really did make another grave mistake by releasing that song. Because the greater culture, this is what me and Pistachio talked about already, the culture, he cannot continue to conform with the culture of rap. He just can't. He can't. And I hope that he eventually comes to terms with the fact that he needs to get help and he cannot continue to go the route that he's going, especially with the gambling problems, too. He's always had a very, very bad gambling problem. And I'm not saying that he's the only celebrity that has had a problem with gambling, because a lot of celebrities and a lot of regular people in general have gambling issues. But he recently placed a bet on Tyson Fury, who is some fighter. I don't know if he's a UFC fighter or a fighter for the MMA or something. But he lost over $565,000 because Tyson Fury lost to somebody named Alexander Usyk. I think that's how you say that. Well, Kendrick Lamar did accuse Drake of having a gambling addiction on Meet the Grams. Drake doubled down, betting $565,000 on Tyson Fury ahead of his undisputed heavyweight championship bout with Alexander Usyk. Usyk won the fight, a split decision thriller which included a near stoppage of Fury in round 9, costing Drake $565K. Drake has had other high-profile bets he's lost, including losing $400,000 on Jake Paul's fight against Tommy Fury, betting Paul, who lost by decision, to win by knockout. Drake also bet $1 million on Argentina to win the 2022 FIFA World Cup, and while they did, he lost the bet because the match was decided by penalty kicks. He also lost 2 million Canadian dollars on Israel Adesanya in his November 2022 shocking knockout loss to Alex Pereira. There are a slew of others as well, but it hasn't stopped him from placing lofty sums of money on major sporting events. Hello, Vicky. Vicky, did you do anything else for your birthday? Usyk's win over Fury bumps him to 22-0 for his career. A former undisputed cruiserweight champion, Usyk becomes just the third boxer in the four-belt era to gain undisputed championship status in multiple weight classes after Terence Crawford and Naoya Inoue. with whom he shares the consensus top 3 spots on boxing's pound for pound list. Just a family gathering? Okay. What did you do at the family gathering? Was it like a regular birthday party? Did you go out to eat? What happened? It was a surprise party? Oh, okay. Well, let's continue with Drake's gambling problems. I'll read more about it. What's the deal with Drake and gambling? Net worth, gambling history, and the Drake curse. Drake and his gambling habits are back in the headlines following his stunning 2.34 million win on Super Bowl Sunday. The so-called Drake curse is supposedly off after he bet 1.15 million on the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the San Francisco 49ers outright at plus 104, giving him a nice payout of $2,346,000. In this article, we'll touch on Drake's net worth, his notable gambling wins and losses, as well as the Drake curse itself. How much is Drake worth? According to various sources across the internet, Drake has a net worth of around $250 million. In addition to the Canadian rapper, singer, and actor's 8 studio albums, all of which have peaked at #1 in the US, his concert tours are amongst the most popular in the world, helping him generate his massive wealth. Drake also signed a lucrative deal with Universal Music Group for a reported $400 million in early 2022, which is believed to be the largest such deal in history. Drake has also had many huge risks pay off, which can perhaps explain his propensity to gamble at high stakes. From placing sports wagers at the best gambling sites to enjoying a spin on the roulette wheels of Vegas, Drake does it all. It's believed he has profited approximately $40 million to $50 million during his lifetime. Drake currently heads the OVO fashion label and the Nocta collaboration with Nike. He founded the OVO sound record label and helped create the Virginia Black whiskey brand. With so many business ventures and a highly successful career in the arts, it's no wonder Drake's net worth has reached $250 million. Drake has accrued billions of dollars in wagers, most notably playing roulette on Stake, a popular crypto casino where he has a partnership. Drake regularly places 6 and 7-figure wagers on high-profile sporting events as well, though many of his big money wagers have not been so successful. In 2022, Drake and French Montana teamed up for a roulette stream. At the start of the stream, Drake had 9.2 million in his account and started out with a $645,000 spin. He would fire off huge numbers bets and at one point landed his favorite number 11 for an unbelievable $13 million hit to send his account to over $27 million. He started upping his bets to around 950,000 and hit it again later in the stream for another 12 million to send his account back over 20 million. Their luck would run dry, and Drake ended the stream with a meager $1,879.83 in his balance. Recently, the Super Bowl has been Drake's best friend. Drake won his $1.15 million Super Bowl wager on the Chiefs for $2.34 million in 2024 after winning his $700,000 wager for $1.48 million on the Chiefs the year prior. In 2022, he placed a 1.25 million wager on the heavily favored Rams to beat the Bengals, which they did by just 3 points, giving Drake a nice $300,000 payday. However, Drake's sports betting doesn't always go the right way and often doesn't. His rate of betting incorrectly on high profile sporting contests has been so high that many believe in a so called Drake curse. More on that below. The Drake curse. Unfortunately for Drake, his name has been synonymous with being a bandwagon fan that loses sports bets. For some time, Drake's streak of picking losers was so bad that a large population of the betting public would immediately fade whatever he picked, as they believed that a Drake curse was in effect. It doesn't even have to be an actual bet, as many have linked Drake winning a team's jersey with an impending defeat. Drake started off the year betting $700,000 on Sean Strickland to retain his UFC middleweight title and beat Dricus du Plessis at UFC 297. The South African won by decision, leading to several memes like this one. Drake put $700K on Sean Strickland. In the past, at UFC 293, Drake put a $500,000 wager on the heavily favored Israel Adesanya to knock out Strickland at -119. Strickland, of course, pulling off the upset despite being nearly a plus 500 underdog. The list goes on, as you would expect. Here are some famous examples of the Drake curse. Jake Paul, $1.2 million bet, defeated by Tommy Fury by decision. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. met Drake after starting his career 2 for 8, proceeded to go on a 2 for 15 slump. Toronto Maple Leafs eliminated after Drake watched Game 7 versus the Boston Bruins. Toronto led the series 3-2. 2018-19 Alabama Crimson Tide got destroyed 44-16 in the college football playoff national championship after Drake sported its logo before the game. Conor McGregor, submitted by Khabib Nurmagomedov at UFC 229 after Drake was a constant presence in McGregor's team leading up to the fight. 2016 Golden State Warriors lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA Finals despite finishing the regular season with an NBA record 73.9 mark. And here we go with Serena Williams now. Drake had been seen kissing Serena Williams and was on hand for her US Open semifinal, where Serena was attempting to win the first calendar Grand Slam since 1988. She was upset by unseeded Roberta Vinci of Italy 2-6, 6-4, 6-4, who was as much as a 301 underdog coming into the match. Some call this the biggest upset in the history of tennis. And there's also a thing about Drake's partnership with steak. Drake loves his steak partnership. According to the Financial Times, Drake and Steak teamed up on a $100 million endorsement deal in 2022. Despite Drake signing up for the website in late 2021, Drake has helped turn Steak into a household name in the online casino gaming industry, advertising the client on his Twitch stream and social media channels ever since. At some point, Drake became a co-owner of the client and undoubtedly profits off the masses. Drake's impact on the casino client has been so profound that they have even set up a Drake x Steak collaboration where Drake routinely gives away money to the tune of $25,000 or more to Steak users on his stream. Fans are treated to an interactive experience with one of the biggest stars on the planet. While Drake has had a huge impact on the industry, the partnership has been met with some criticism. alleging that the superstar has helped fuel the rise in gambling among young people. Stake reportedly brought in a gross revenue of $2.6 billion in 2022. So yeah, there ain't much else to say about Drake's gambling problems. Let me see if Hussey is streamed on Twitch. YouTube drama, laughs, and good times. Laughs and good vibes.
Blue, you don't see me? Is something wrong with my stream?
No, Hussey, nothing's wrong. I can see you.
It's fine for you? What about Blue? Hold on. Oh, you see me now? Oh my stars. Y'all all turning legally blind? But anyway, I shouldn't say I'm tired. I'm really not tired. I'm just being lazy. That's all it is. Oh, you had to reboot? I was like, shit, I gotta start this shit over again. You've been through so much, Huzzy. You know what? I'm not one to complain too much, Judy Booty. It's okay. There are people out there that got it worse. You know what I'm saying? And you got
That's correct.
on my side, I really, really do.
So does Rustifer.
Now you hear a lot of noises because it's not fun like it was yesterday, darling. When you shake a rocks and you hear a lot of noise, that means it's not quite fun, is it? We'll be getting to that in a minute.
Hello, Smelly Cat. Smelly Cat, do you want to come on panel again? If you want to, you can. I don't care. Oh, he does a mean impression of Jan, too? So do I, Smelly Cat. That Rustifer and his horrible community are going to make me have a mental breakdown. Let's see. Okay. I'd love to, but I got to get ready this morning if I have a little time after I pack up for my mom's. Thank you for the invite. The invite, by the way, that was really cool. You're welcome, Smelly Cat. Well, if you want to, if you're able and you're still in chat. There's the link anyway.
Hello, Linda Cinnabon. Hello, sweetheart. Good to see you, boo. So,
yes, Smelly Cat. You're welcome.
Not most of it, half of it. Well, I couldn't let it go back. I don't know the expiration date in there. And this coming from Japan. We're going to get into the Boxu gift box in a minute. But then I got a message from my attorney.
Oh, boy.
Good girl, say. And I ain't going to talk about that right now. But I'll mention it to you guys later. But I got it. Good news, boo. Miss Hussey with the good hands. Oh, you saw that video?
Miss Hussey with the good hands.
Listen, I got some nice hands. I ain't gonna lie. I got some pretty nice hands. They not.
Lol, I love Hussey. Vicky, I love Hussey too. I really do. And I know it.
They not overly worked. You know, like people work hard.
I got to replay last night's stream about his court date and see how that went. Smelly Cat, the thing got dismissed. It got thrown out, unfortunately. I have some replaying to do this evening. Yes, a lot of my community members do. Because Russ streams too much. Because the guy has no life. He is an irrelevant nobody. Yeah, Principal Todd told me. Principal Todd told me that the thing got thrown out.
Mechanical work and construction work, and you know, it shows.
I don't know if Hussey and Gigi are going to try again to get another one. But yeah, it did get thrown out. You should see the look on my face right now. I am disappointed myself, Smelly Cat. What is going on with these judges? I wish they would just stop the harassment altogether. Vicky, they won't. They won't. They won't. It's an unfortunate fact of life, but these people are too deranged to know the meaning of the words stop or no or don't do that. Don't slander people. They don't care.
But I ain't complaining, you know? And y'all done told me to use Dove. Dish soap. I do it. I don't do too much dish. And she said, oh, the ugly hands out. I do have nice hands. I mean, you know, I have other issues, but my hands, you ain't gonna say none of that. That I know. It didn't make it to the no, I didn't put. Okay, so let's talk about this, you guys. And thank you for saying I have nice hands. All right, so one of my supporters sent me this really fancy snack box.
Oh wow!
So this is Boxu. And you can go to their website, boxu.com, and you can check out different snacks that they have. I can talk about it on the Patreon. Yeah, I just want to get the okay from my attorney.
Real good.
So if you like Japanese snacks and you want to, you know, try out different things, check it out. Okay, it's pretty fancy. It comes with the booklet, with what you're eating. It explains everything to the T. Most of the things are vegetarian. Oh, look, it fit out in the box. Don't let this go to waste. All right. So. Shut up, David. So.
Oh no, David's misbehaving again.
So I didn't even look. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't look at what it is, but oh, this is my new favorite. So this is like a cheesy pop.
I'll support Gigi and Hussey all the way. I don't care what the bodega says or does. Me too, Vicky. Me too. They got me all the way too.
Chip. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. We'll get to the names in a minute. This is so thick.
I already know what they're going to say. Oh, of course, Ross is co-signing more horrible behavior.
Good. It's crunchy.
I like who I like. If you don't like it, tough.
So cheesy. I don't know what kind of cheese this is. But I wanted to finish the bag, but then I said, you know what, let me show you guys. So I kept a couple in here. And that's it. All right.
Oh, and real quick. Just because this is the theme of the stream. BBL DRIZZY. Yeah, R.I.P. Drake.
Let's find out what that is first. That was really good. All right, so I did finish the seaweed, the tempura. I finished that. I did finish the other chips. I couldn't leave it to get stale. Oh, here it is.
The seaweed and the tempura. Oh, yes, tempura is really good.
That's exactly what it is. So it says handmade yuzu sake candy.
Mm-hmm.
This yazushi, is it yazushi? Yazushu flavored candy is a handcrafted blends of yuzu juice and peel with sake. Oh, got sake in there too. I didn't taste no sake, but honey.
Oh yes, Smelly Cat. Tempura is really good. Too fishy for my taste. Mm-hmm. I can't seaweed though. It reminds me of the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, I don't like seaweed either. And what happened to the... Okay.
It's good. All right. Fromage biscuit. Let's see what this is. Is this supposed to be fromage? The cheese in there? Oh, and I also finished the mochi. Now I like mochi. I wasn't a big fan of mochi, but now I like it. It's good.
Me too. Seaweed freaks me out. That means cheese in French. Yeah, fromage. Fromage is cheese.
I'm going to get the ice cream in there. And if anybody can get me this man's information, if you want to take me out on a date, Mr. Boxer, you ain't bad looking at all. You got monotone? He
Well, I hope Hussey has some success in that department.
I'll be moving to Tokyo. Let me find this.
Oh, yes, and then Hussey is going to have a really good Japanese reality show once he moves to Tokyo. And I will be tuning in 100%.
What is this here? Oh, here it is.
My grandmother was French. She always spoke it to us when she was mad. Sacre bleu.
Fromage biscuit. All right, so this is delicate biscuit, luxurious blend of 20th century Asian pear, rich cheese, and decadent white chocolate. Ow! It has Asian pear, decadent white chocolate, and rich cheese. Oh, you can definitely smell the Asian pear as soon as you open it. Oh, that's very fragrant. Okay. Oh, wow. Asian pear. This has like a very fancy taste to it.
Now, what did he say it was? Asian pear? I've never had an Asian pear before. Let me see what that is, because I'm curious. You've piqued my curiosity, Hussey. Let's see, Asian pear. Fresh Asian pears. Okay. There's something about it on Wikipedia. Pyrifolia is a species of pear tree native to southern China and northern Indochina that has been introduced to Korea, Japan, and other parts of the world. The tree's edible fruit is known by many names, including Asian pear, Persian pear, Japanese pear, Chinese pear, Korean pear, Taiwanese pear, apple pear, zodiac pear, three halves pear, papal, naspati, and sand pear, along with cultivars of P. ex Bretschneideri and P. usurianus. The fruit is also called the nashi pear. Cultivars derived from Pyrus pyrifolia are grown throughout East Asia and in other countries such as India, Pakistan, Nepal, Australia, New Zealand, and the United States. Traditionally in East Asia, the tree's flowers are a popular symbol of early spring, and it is a common sight in gardens in the countryside. She came in handy, though, when we were traveling. Well, she was our translator. Oh, wow. I have no doubt, Vicky. Yeah, it's always good to have somebody that can translate if you're in a foreign country, because a lot of people need that, because there are a lot of people that don't know how to speak Japanese, Portuguese, Brazilian, etc. Of course, excuse me, people mainly speak Portuguese in Brazil anyways. Russ with the stereotyping again. What's wrong with you? Oh, this is interesting. 6 reasons why Drake lost. Kendrick Lamar won, not only because he out-rapped and out-strategized Drake, but because Drake beat himself. Here's how. 6 years ago, Pusha T beat Drake in one of the most surreal rap beefs in hip-hop history. A standard exchange of diss tracks that ended very abruptly when Push shared a photo of Drake in blackface and also revealed the existence of his once unclaimed son, Adonis, on the story of Adidon. He beat him quick, he beat him clean. Easy money. Drake's more recent collapse this past weekend against Kendrick Lamar and his merry coalition of haters, Future, Metro Boomin, Rick Ross, ASAP Rocky, and The Weeknd, was a bit closer, a lot more complicated, and a perfect subject for some intensely disagreeable post-mortem analysis. Kendrick Lamar outplayed and out-rapped Drake, but Drake also made a series of missteps, some understandable, some unfathomable, that gave the game away to Mr. Morale. I'll do my best to explain the biggest problems with his overall strategy in this beef. The first one is he was unfocused. The most arguably unavoidable but nonetheless unfortunate mistake that Drake made in this conflict was playing on his opponent's terms without objection. He couldn't resist the opportunity to be seen as a badass and an underdog by fighting several opponents at once. Still, obviously Drake shouldn't have fought a 20 versus 1. It ain't no 20v1. It's a 1v20 if I've got to smack everybody that's writing with you. The easy assumption that Drake had no choice but to address everyone at once is questionable. He's Drake. He's the second biggest musician on earth and the dominant rapper of the past decade and a half. As such, he was in a stronger position than anyone to dictate terms to rappers with much smaller audiences, example, Rick Ross, ASAP Rocky, and opponents who don't even rap, Metro Boomin, The Weeknd, and thus weren't in much of a position to competitively respond in later stages anyway, until Drake should have strategically ignored his secondary opponents and largely limited his disses after push-ups to Kendrick, as he was clearly the final boss. His failure to do so left him overextended on Family Matters, a great song but a wildly unfocused and horribly inefficient diss track. This song was billed as Drake's red button to eliminate Kendrick, and yet here he was wasting dozens of bars and his coldest flow on the pop singer and the fashion model. This was foolish. Not until the Heart Part 6 on Sunday evening did he limit himself to addressing Kendrick, but then it was only to rehash everything he'd already said about Kendrick, claims that we'll examine shortly. A couple of days earlier on Family Matters, while now also being very apparently exhausted and forced into the mortifying position of having to rap, Drake is not a name that you won't see on no sex offender list. Well, obviously not. Everybody knows that you would be seeing Drake's actual name, which is Aubrey Graham. So even then, his attention was irreparably split. He needed to corner Kendrick faster earlier. He was inflexible is the second reason. The most worrisome sign of Drake's likely fate in this beef was the elaborate rollout for Family Matters. The song came with a music video in which he crushes a variation of The Van on the deluxe cover of Good Kid, Mad City, and an IG teaser of Drake spoofing Kendrick on Buried Alive interlude from Take Care. This was an album-quality premiere. Of course, Kendrick, in perhaps the most devastating maneuver in the history of rap beef, immediately stomped all over Family Matters with Meet the Grahams. Kendrick anticipated Family Matters, as evidenced by the title and the content of Meet the Grahams, an open letter to Drake's son, Drake's parents, and what is framed as a reveal, Drake's disgracefully unclaimed daughter. Family Matters was impressive, but Meet the Grahams was something else, something occult. The first two words of this song opened a portal to hell. Dear Adonis. This song transformed the very nature of the conflict from something petty to something existential in 6 minutes and 32 seconds. It was the sort of song that makes you remember everything about where you were, what you were doing, and what you were thinking when you first heard it, especially if you heard it immediately upon release. First, I thought, this song is unhinged, and I feel compelled to turn myself into police custody for listening to it. Second, I thought, damn, I bet Drake feels silly as shit for producing a whole music video and everything for that diss he put out 10 minutes ago. Drake clearly bet the farm on Family Matters. This was stupid, and he should feel stupid for doing it so exorbitantly. For weeks, Drake postured as a man prepared to battle Kendrick at the pace of social media with 1,000 tricks up his sleeve, but once he got outflanked on Friday night, the boy froze. He couldn't adapt. He wouldn't survive the weekend. He overestimated his own trustworthiness. This is the third reason. Okay, let's get into the issues that have got the Reddit thread DRIZZY self-radicalizing with claims of insurmountable bias and stolen elections. On Family Matters, Drake launches a few bombshell allegations that 1. Kendrick beat up his fiancée. 2. Kendrick cheated on his fiancée with white women, hypocritically enough. And 3. Kendrick's label co-founder impregnated his fiancée. And now Kendrick is raising another man's son. Taken together, these revelations all sound pretty debilitating for Kendrick, right? The problem is that Drake is the worst possible messenger for these unverified details. Kendrick likely anticipated that Drake would lack the self-awareness to understand why this was the case, and that's why he so brazenly dared Drake to press his red button with Family Matters, even though Kendrick clearly anticipated its subject matter. The why is so obvious that many observers probably realized it without even realizing that they realized it. Drake's two big rap beefs before Kendrick, the battle that he won against Meek Mill in 2015, and then the battle that he lost against Pusha T in 2018, both largely concern lies and misdirection from Drake. He lied about ghostwriting in the beef with Meek, and then he lied about paternity in the beef with Push. Why would anyone other than a stan now watching this beef reflexively accept any unverified statements coming from Drake at face value? All things considered, Drake is fundamentally untrustworthy in this context, and Drake wasn't prepared to give anyone a reason to trust him in this particular case. Without hard proof, something other than murky interpretations of social media follows. Drake was in no position to press any of these angles beyond the realm of gossip. He over-leveraged his credibility. Meet the Grahams, dropping only a few minutes after Family Matters, surely stifled this angle in a big way. But really, Drake only had so much credibility to spend in the first place. There's a reason Metro Boomin and Future titled the two albums at the front of this conflict, "We Don't Trust You" and "We Still Don't Trust You." This is also partly why there's a double standard, like it or not. For the competing things Kendrick said about Drake being a pedophile and having a secret daughter, and Drake about Kendrick being a dog and an abuser, Kendrick doesn't have the same reputation for slipperiness and misdirection and lying in rap beefs. Kendrick said it himself on Meet the Grahams, in one of the coldest lines from either rapper in this whole beef. "Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in." It really is that simple. Side note, this whole notion of winning a rap beef with airtight fact claims is a highly revisionist standard. Dr. Dre didn't prove that Eazy-E was a pedophile. Tupac didn't prove that he slept with Faith Evans. Jay-Z didn't prove that he came in the Bentley backseat, skidded in the Jeep, and left condoms in the baby seat, nor did Nas prove that Jay attended any such karate class at age 36. Drake would understand this as well as anyone else. Meek Mill had a handful of unflattering facts about Drake, but Drake had the better songs and the better strategy for winning Drake versus Meek. I can't tell you why Drake then chose to imitate Meek and Drake versus Kendrick, but it obviously hasn't worked out very well for him. Pusha vaporizing Drake with facts was the exception, not the rule. The story of the Did-On set a somewhat warped, historical standard for Drake versus Kendrick. Kendrick appears to have internalized that exception and also learned the wrong lessons from it. Drake betting the farm on his ability to overwhelm his opponent with scandalous assertions was a choice, ultimately a deeply misguided one. He underestimated his own creepiness, the fourth reason. Drake likely suspected that, if anything, the novelty of his claims about Kendrick made his hand stronger than Kendrick's more predictable allegations about him. But he had this backward. Of course he had it backward. He had everything backward with all of that. especially with the whole nonsense about Drake not being a name that you're going to see on a sex offender list, because that was asinine. The police, of course, obviously are not going to put anyone's stage name or alias on a registry. They're going to put your actual name. Anyway, I'll get back to Hussey now.
And this one is a soft cake uses matcha from the Uji Coyote.
That's crazy. Yes, Vicky, it is. It absolutely is. It's very crazy. He screwed himself permanently.
Which is known for its high quality pairing. Matcha with bittersweet chocolate chips gives the cake a rich, subtly sweet flavor.
By the way, I should also throw in the fact that the song, the You My Everything song that he recently did with Sexy Red, is being ratioed to hell. 4,000 likes and over 6,000 dislikes, so yeah. Drake needs to stop for his own good.
I'm gonna have that one. I'm gonna have this one. And we're gonna save the rest for tomorrow. You can't go wrong with this. This is a great gift, you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all snacks are great gifts. Everybody loves snacks.
Yeah, he ain't gonna throw this shit.
I went and I bought some more chips myself this morning.
Because I can use this box for other things. Like makeup, lipstick, see that? Okay. And you guys, if you want to check out the website, that's it. You can go and support it. It's good quality stuff. Okay. I'm gonna have that tea tomorrow.
We're waiting on it. We are waiting on that hot tea.
Oh. Oh, you can tell this is moist, honey. My fingers are already sticky.
I made myself a pizza. Oh my god, it's humongous. Oh really, Vicky? I will get back to Hussey, but I'm gonna briefly check in with Linda, Witty Widow. Witty says that she pulled something on her left side. She's flat on her back. So I hope she gets better.
Oh, this is good. It's super moist. You see it's sticky?
Oh yeah, we got it bad, Smelly Cat. We got it bad. I want to cry. You too, your luscious carbs. And see, that's what I do whenever I get any donations, is I go buy junk food. Oh, yes. Yes, I hope she gets better. Yeah. I get sugar-free coffee. What kind of sugar-free coffee, Smelly Cat?
This is really good. This is it's a cake, bitch.
Huh?
It's like a pound cake, but it got like
I love chips. Smelly Cat, I mainly buy, these are the ones I mainly buy. I'll show you. Let me just see. Okay. All right. Uncle Ray's. Shell gas station near my house has them. They're really good. All right.
like a green tea in there. That's all it is, and a lot of butter.
Oh, my whole recipe of Splenda sweetener, a splash of Premier protein shake, vanilla sugar-free creamer, and I blend that up and pour over ice. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, they're really good, Smelly Cat. They're really good. I recommend getting some if you're able to find them where you are. I don't know if you could order them online. I'd have to look. I think you can. So let's see. They have them on their website. You can get like a case of them, 12 bags for like $36. But I would just recommend ordering one bag because that's way too expensive. And ain't nobody going to be eating all those chips.
Even in the empty box.
I get 1 day a week for regular foods. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to get them. They look yummy. Yeah, I recommend it, Smelly Cat. My daughter is the low-carb, healthy eating kind of girl. If she saw my meal, I'd totally get a lecture. Well, be careful, Vicky. Don't let your daughter get mad.
The chips and stuff once in a while. These are all different kinds, sweets. It's
Smelly Cat. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't lecture. I get jealous, though.
I like it. Kind of give me any chips, oh really. I don't care what it is. Give me the burnt chips. I don't care. I love it. Sweets, not so much. I'll have cold cuts for you soon. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so it's just sitting there.
My mom's favorite breakfast is my French bread pizza. Oh, French bread pizza's amazing. French bread pizza is the best. The best. I have it all the time.
Going from hearing to hearing and listening to everybody's thing, and then you never know how long it's going to take, and you never know which number you are, first one, second case, third case, you just don't know. So we could be in and out. We could be the first ones. We could be the last ones. I don't know.
I heard a car door slam shut and I jumped to see if it was her. She only looks after me, especially my heart attack I had in November 2023. Vicky, you had a heart attack? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm glad you recovered.
Yeah, but we'll see. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Smelly cat. It's super easy and cheap for me to make too. Yeah, stuff like that's very easy to make. Pizza's not hard to make. Pizza is not hard to make.
It has to be done. I'm going to sleep early tonight. Sometimes you can't sleep when you really got to sleep.
Here in England, we don't have chips. We call them crisps, darling. Only hustlers use them.
Ooh, my goodness. I am so sorry. I can see why she's vigilant with her mama, though.
That witch. That witch. Oh, she took.
Oh, yes, they're all witches.
My shit out of context. Honey, let me tell you something. That was not right what y'all's doing. But y'all never play fair anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all never play fair, but don't worry about it. Hello, Jasmine.
Don't worry about it, because you're going to get your comeuppance in the end.
You know what happened, David? When she said that shit on the counter, I used that word. And then I said, oh my gosh. And then I corrected myself. But they didn't play that Paul, darling. And they thought I deleted the video. I didn't delete nothing. Nothing.
What video did they say you deleted, Hussy?
I know. So I'm just going to go over some more. Y'all, I got so much snapshots, David. I got even just more snapshots of them harassing you too.
Yeah, talking about, oh, we're going to make sure the David problem is eliminated. Get a life.
We definitely have more than enough evidence for the restraining order tomorrow. Definitely.
As you should.
Now, Alex Glitter is saying, look. Look at Housie saying he's all excited about the TRO hearing and he cannot wait for it. Now, obviously, this man is abusing the system. If someone was so scared of a person, wouldn't they be anxious to go to the TRO? Wouldn't they be scared? Wouldn't they not want to even be there? Wouldn't they? No. What is wrong with you? Seriously, what is wrong with you? I mean, this.
Quite a lot is wrong with all of them.
Now, don't go ahead and say I'm talking about kids. I'm not doing that. I'm talking about you. As a parent, you have so many things to do in your real life, okay?
Right.
Spend time with your child or what. Now you guys bring up other people's whatever, okay, children. I'm bringing up you as a parent.
Yeah, they love to talk shit about other people's parenting. They're going after the supporters, and that's just effing low, but this is the bodega. They're lower than low. Yep, Vicky, yeah. Yeah. They probably have, I know for a fact they've attacked people that have been contributing to me financially. But let them. It don't matter. It don't matter at the end of the day.
Why don't you go spend quality time with your family instead of worrying about constantly mass flagging, reporting people, and doing things that are irrelevant in your life?
Exactly. Exactly.
When you say you want people to leave you guys alone, but you don't leave us alone.
Exactly. Period. Period. They don't. They just don't. They don't. They don't.
So again, now that I'm talking about you, Alex Glitter, I'm talking about your tweet that you did from yesterday. See, if you didn't make that tweet yesterday, I wouldn't be mentioning your name today. You see how this works?
Yup.
You can't wait to get it over with perfectly normal. Exactly. If somebody was constantly being harassed, wouldn't they be excited to finally have the court date for the TRO?
I would. I would if I was able to get a TRO myself. I definitely would. I'd be excited. I'd be over the moon. Over the moon.
To get it over and done with so you can just avoid this person?
Mm-hmm.
They don't make no damn sense. And she knows she's going to get sued.
Yep, I had that weirdo tragic come at me on Twitter, but I put the fudge packer in his place. Yeah, Vicky, don't take no shit from him. He ain't nobody. He ain't nobody. All of them are nobodies. All of them are. What did he come at you about, though? Was he just starting shit? Was there a specific reason? Does he just not like you? Like he doesn't like everybody else that's in my community and other communities? Because if he just came at you out of nowhere for no reason, then that's typical. That's typical of him. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, they all do that. They all attack people that associate with me, with Hussey, with Belinda, with Gigi. They don't like it. They've never liked it. And that's just too bad, isn't it? Smelly cat. Cries and growls and kicks my almond milk over and off. Be careful, smelly cat. I gotta redo it. Redo what? Your almond milk? Did you actually spill your almond milk, Smelly Cat? Not good. Not good. Not good. Yeah, all that work, Smelly Cat. Exactly. All that work just to spill the milk in the end. You nuked it too long. Well, I hope everybody likes the stream.
Hey, let me tell you something. That was not right what y'all's doing. But y'all never play fair anyway.
I listened to this part already. Hang on.
As a parent, you have so many things to do. Harassed. Wouldn't they be excited to find?
Became a bubbling cauldron like mess in the microwave. Hello, Olivia. Hello, Olivia. I have not seen you in my chats in a hot minute. Welcome.
I'm only having some because this iced coffee left a bad taste in my mouth. Okay, so we're gonna have the sake candy.
Wait, what is it?
I'm only having some because this iced coffee left a bad taste in my mouth. Okay, so we're gonna have the sake candy.
Sake candy? Oh, Japanese candy. All right.
Oh. I just found this they don't have a life. They don't.
No, they don't. One morning, I dipped my phone in my coffee by accident. I don't know what I was thinking that morning. Did it break, Vicky? Does it not work anymore? Obviously, it didn't because you're in chat still, but I'm just asking, did you have to put it in rice? Because you have to do that with phones, especially iPhones, if they get damaged from water or from anything else. People recommend putting it in rice. Most of the time, that don't even work. That was an iCoffee, Olivia.
Thank you, really.
I've riced my wet Android and that worked. Oh, I'm glad you got it working again, Smelly Cat. Hello, Tank Girl's Pet Dragon. Coffee is life. Coffee is power. Good morning, peeps.
This is what I have to say. Going back and forth is one thing. Okay.
Yes, going back and forth is one thing, but when you start to go real life and contribute to real life harassment of everybody, then that is when it gets too far.
But slandering and defaming.
That's when it gets too far too.
Stalking and harassing.
Yes.
Inciting the police to come after innocent people.
Mm-hmm.
Bullying them.
Yep.
Is totally different.
Yes. Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, it took forever to clean it, and I have 3 phones because of my business. One is a personal phone, one for work, and the other one for my grandkids to watch their videos. I only got 1 phone, Vicky. I have never had more than 1 phone, but if you need to have more than 1 phone just for, like you said, business and work and whatever, then I understand. Everybody's different. I may be old, but whatever happened to the your mama dresses you funny yesteryear? I don't know, Tank Girl, but I remember that.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And when you poke for years and years,
Yep.
and you get the person so frustrated,
Mm-hmm.
angry,
Yes.
where they feel like they have to defend themselves.
Yes.
Oh, darling, I love that. I really do. Enjoy.
I'm very confident. I really am confident. Because
So am I, to a degree.
this is not what the internet is for.
Nope. No, it's not. No, it's not. But these people will never give a fuck.
What they're doing is not what the internet is for, sorry. Okay, this is damn good.
Yep, it is.
Exactly.
It is damn good to see them continue to be miserable. My childhood was so simple, no cell phones, etc. We need to have a panel one day of dueling Jans. I agree. Everybody who comes on has to do their finest Jan impression. I would love that, Smelly Cat. I would love that because you know what? That's going to get her even more aggravated.
This ain't bad.
I like to put 2 balls in my mouth because it reminds me of work.
I'm going to practice and I'm going to participate. Vicky, if you do want to come on panel with me sometime, you can. I miss those coiled landline cords, them heavy ones. The ones you could whip your sibling on the back of the ass with. Those were awesome. I can tell. Awesome for Smelly Cat, but not for the siblings.
I feel like I'm walking. The barrels.
But these people have said and done and beyond any. I know. I know. That's why everybody hates them.
Yep.
That's why everybody hates them.
They'll be hated until their dying days. Tank Girl's pet dragon. I have one. The phone line doesn't work, but I still have it hooked up on the wall. Well, there you go, Smelly Cat. Maybe Tank Girl will let you use hers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Jasno.
Unless, wait, did Smelly Cat say she, oh no, she just said she missed them. She didn't say she had one.
They do it to everybody. And let's not forget, she threatened all my supporters.
I have a scar from my big brother from those big phones. It was an accident, he said. Vicky, your brother hit you with a cord? Or with the phone? I may have an extra. If I can find it, it is all yours, Smelly Cat. I'm sorry too, Vicky, because that's abuse. Did he ever get in trouble for that? Oh, yes.
That backed me up in this particular lawsuit. All of them. Oh, here's another pain in the ass.
Who is? Oh, you were kids? I thought it happened recently. We were kids, and yes, he got into a lot of trouble. Well, good. Good. I mean, I'm the baby in the family, but I picked on my sis after I turned 15, and she learned to back the fuck down quick. Good, good.
Miss Lou, I got so much. I deleted so much shit that I don't need. I kept a lot of things, and oh, this Pete Higgins that cries victim.
Oh, yeah. Good old sibling terror. Me and my little bro played taser tag. We both still have PTSD from it. No, we never got in trouble. All good, Tank Girl. I don't think anybody's ever gotten in trouble for playing laser tag because laser tag is not really violent.
For years now. She has said so much. I don't even think she remembers. I really don't think she remembers.
They remember, but they act like they don't remember. They love to act like they don't remember. That's what the issue is with all of that.
No coffee delivery today. I had my K-cups, and I'm having my iced coffee. Nope. She has said so much. She has called people some P words, the PRED. Then
Oh, taser tag. Oh, with tasers? Oh, well then, in that case, yeah, tasers hurt. Tasers really do hurt, especially because tasers are one of the main weapons of choice that the police have. The ones that make that glorious snapping sound, yeah.
GROO.
And she gonna get it. She gonna get it real good.
How classy. How bougie. You're so bougie.
So bougie.
Oh, and then I saw the email that Sherry sent me calling me the P word.
Real nice. It's a real nice example that Sherry is setting for herself. That's kind of why we had it. We don't get phased anymore from getting electrocuted. Our moms and dads were cray cray souffle.
All right, I'll watch it later. So, I actually cried when I heard what was being said about it. I don't know. We're dealing with all types of crazies online. We really are.
Yes, we are.
There's a certain DM that I have from Sam, which
Oh, I bet this is going to be great.
will be revealing quite soon, shall we say, Sam? Yes.
I wonder what Sam told Hussey this time.
Needs to be presented in this community, a group of people that are doing the lies, and she and her boyfriend. Yep. Yep, and let me tell you, Scotty, you have said a lot of things about Peggy.
I don't even know who Peggy is. Scam's another freak. And dear old Scotty over there says horrible things about everybody. I'm not surprised that he would be speaking ill of another person.
And you know the things that you have said. Excuse me. Can get you in a lot of trouble with the law.
Yeah.
Just
Does he care, though? No. No.
saying. Thank you. Peggy is okay. They had, she was passed out on the couch last week. They rushed her to the ER. She's okay now. I guess she was dehydrated and she wasn't eating right. But she has to eat, keep hydrated, and take the meds that the doctor prescribed, and she'll be okay. So yeah, pray for Peggy.
Mm.
Okay, Olivia, love you, sweetie.
I still have no clue who that is, but yes, pray for her if she is sick.
Just saying, Scott. These people think they are above the law.
Oh, Olivia? Okay. Oh, all right. It's a supporter of Hussey. Okay, I see. Peggy is one of Hussey's supporters, and she looks after stray cats and feeds them, and she has an Amazon wish list for cat food, but she got accused of killing the cats. Figures.
They all think they're above the law.
They're not, and they never will be. Yeah, scam is what Vicky calls Sam. Everybody calls Sam Tefler Scamantha. Gigi has also said Samantha.
Yeah. Maybe this is time save it. Okay, I'll save it. Oh, I know, right? That poor thing. Oh, and Sherry, when she sent me the email after she called me the P word or whatever, she goes, and by the way, I love my new friends.
Of course she does.
Oh, okay. You mean the same ones that go
She's going to have to continue to reject more of Tragic's Cash App requests.
you after they send you a Cash App request and get you $50? Those.
Yeah. $40. I love how she attacks people's looks when she has the face of a California brown bear. Oh yeah, Samantha Josephine. Especially the nose.
Oh, okay.
She got a big nose.
I don't know. Friends. I don't know what to tell you guys. David, they were saying something about you yesterday.
Tank girl. Do not do those adorable danger floofs dirty like that. Yeah, don't be doing people dirty. Let them do themselves dirty. They all have already been doing a really good job.
I forgot what they were saying, but they were saying some stupid shit.
It's like when Jan attacks people's looks. That's rich woman looks like a russet potato in a little wig. She does, smelly cat. She has no self-esteem or confidence.
Oh, David again.
Uh-huh.
Let me think. Oh, she had, this was, I think, from, maybe it wasn't from yesterday, it was from, shut it! It was when I was listening to the snapshots, the screenshots, screen recordings I have. She said something like, you covered up for me when I was stealing money from my supporters. That's what she said. I'll send it to you when I find it. She said,
Sherry said that?
Alex Glitter that said that. They were both on panel.
Oh.
And yeah, I don't know when I was stealing money and when you covered up for me. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I can attest to that. Hussey has never stolen money from nobody. And how much longer are they going to continue to run with that lie that he did all of that stuff to his ex-wife? It's getting old. Getting old. Find something else to talk about. Find something else to talk about.
Okay. This is where it all started.
Olivia says, well, in fairness, David can cover a lot like sunlight.
Okay. Olivia be poking the bear. Okay. Where did Olivia go? Is she running? Y'all people need to behave.
Yes, please do.
Okay, so this is when I don't have much to say anymore, and
I think they need their brains rewired. Vicky, not even that is going to help them.
Please do all the work for me. Not as much as I put you through. My next week of you and Jen's marriage. Don't you dare.
I will report it. I will never marry that hustler.
Oh, no.
I despise
Oh,
him.
no.
My bloody nose. I warned him about that too. I know.
Ugh. Jen, I want to see your teeth, your smile. Show us a nice big smile. Then I want to see your hands. Then I want.
She won't. She won't. She won't. Because if I recall, let me see. The only thing that she can do is this. This is all she can do. All she's capable of is this. This right here. This right here. She ain't smiling for nobody.
I want to see you without makeup. Okay? And I want to see you from head to toe. I want to see you go out and walk. Let's see what you can offer your.
Oh man, I guess I really don't like that woman. Smelly Cat, nobody likes Jan. Who would marry that thing? Somebody that's really desperate.
Channel.
Oh, I'm an artist, I'm a teacher, I'm a this, I'm a PhD.
But we haven't seen nothing. Nothing. What do you have to bring to your channel?
Not very much.
Besides that 88-year-old Bridget that finally got her associate's degree after 68 years living in the same old dorm room, which is all dusty and dirty now, and they then carried her to the fucking nursing home to be your roommate again.
Yeah. Show it. Why don't you show it? Soundbite.
Congratulations, old edge. And by the way, I think Bridget is she's going to get a degree in crossword puzzles and Sudoku. Now, I'm serious.
Hey, why not? Why not?
I think her major is crossword puzzle and Sudoku.
Yep.
And it ain't worth it. It really ain't worth it.
No, it's not. Smelly Cat, guess Hussy really doesn't like Bridge. Smelly Cat, nobody likes Bridget or Jan. These are people that are wacko. And that's why nobody likes them. Hey, I puzzle before bed for relaxation.
Could you imagine Jan in the nursing home under the covers?
No, I cannot.
Poking
And I don't wanna. I don't wanna envision that.
herself for the little toys in the cupboard.
$40 or cat litter, you can marry that thing, Vag. Yeah. Yeah, Tragic would wife that up in a heartbeat. All she's got to do is toss him that $40, and he'll be going cha-cha-cha all the way down the aisle. I used to, but then she co-hosted Jan, and I was like, what the fuck is happening here? Oh, so Smelly Cat, you stopped liking Bridget just because she started being all buddy-buddy with Jan? That's understandable. As the saying goes, crazy is as crazy does.
Hey! Hey! Oh, Jan, are you okay? Oh, yes, Lovey, I'm just having a moment.
And I noticed whenever somebody co-hosts her, their views and clicks go way down too. Yeah. Which brings me back to the point that I just made. Nobody likes Jan or Bridget. Nobody. Except people that are insane. People that are mentally unwell. You want to, if you want to feel like you're losing your mind, go to Jan and Bridget. They'll help you. They'll help you. They'll help you, and they won't make you feel bad about it. There were some other things I couldn't get on board with. Yeah, Smelly Cat. Me and Pistachio had another really interesting talk after I had finished my stream where I had her on. And she told me some really, really wild things about Bridget. Aside from on stream, we talk even more. So, yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of things about Bridget and about Jan that nobody should get on board with. They've both done very questionable things. But that is neither here nor there. In Bridget's words, that is neither here nor fucking there. I really only liked Bridge when she was picking on a gal who actually really went out of their way to slander the shit out of me, and after that, I just didn't watch her anymore. Then found out what she did with you and some others and was like, I'm good, no more. Yeah, Smelly Cat. She's mad because I'm another man that she couldn't get with.
Give me another moment, please.
As the song goes, she thought she was qualified to step to me correctly, and she ended up fighting because I had to reject her.
Go down. A little further. To the left, Ollie. Oh, shit.
I got Bridget's theme song for me. This is probably what plays in her head, what was playing in her head after she was frustrated, sexually frustrated over me. Bridget's theme. trying to behave, but she's feeling some type of way about illusionist Rustafa, and that just ain't her. She can't come to terms with it. That's why she had to cuss me out and block me.
I just had all these Japanese snacks and I got
With a little work, Russ, that could be a smash hit of the summer. Oh, yeah. Well, Smelly Cat, I already had my smash hit of the summer last year. Oh, my gosh.
relax because I got a meeting at 4 o'clock. Try an
Meeting
A1
at 4 o'clock.
burger. You mean the burger with A1 sauce in there? Sauteed mushrooms, crisp burger, Swiss A1 sauce. Oh, I put sauteed mushrooms in there. When you put sauteed mushrooms, Swiss cheese goes good in there. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because Cha-Cha-Cha got triggered and rage quit my panel. That is my smash hit. That is my song of the summer. That is my Billboard Hot 100 #1 hit, is that stream. My mama's pestering me. Be right back. Okay, Smelly Cat.
Yes, I have a meeting at 4 o'clock, so I have to prep a little bit. And so tomorrow, you guys, we're gonna do a. They sell those crisp onions at Trader Joe's. I know what you're talking about. They sell those crisp onions and they sell crisp jalapenos. Those are really good too.
Oh yes, they are.
And I'm gonna get more salmon in the can. I'm making more of that. Whatchamacallit, patties. They're pretty good. All right, you guys. So tomorrow we're not gonna do 11 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna do later on. Okay? Stay on my Twitter. I'll keep you guys posted on my Twitter, and I'll also keep you guys posted on my community tab on YouTube. I love each and every one of you. Have a great, great day. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Always remember to love yourself. Ain't nobody better. And be what you is regardless. And always remember. Miss
Hussy loves you. Bye. All right, that has been Hussy. What else? What else can I go over? I'll play another song I really like. Why not? Fantasia by Don. I think Doni is how you pronounce it. He's another Romanian singer. Were. 2, 3, 4. My love. Three, 4, 5.
here to bring my heart again and again. I just don't really wanna feel ya. Leave me alone and try to understand my love. I feel your heartbeat next to mine, so let me think you by my side.
I don't care who thinks this song is cringe. I think it's a bop.
I wanna whisper in your ear, corazón. I feel your heartbeat next to mine, so let me love you one more time. I wanna whisper in your ear, tú mi mujer, mi corazón.
The saxophone.
Mi corazón. I just don't really wanna see ya, but you are here to break my heart again and again. I just don't really wanna feel ya.
6, 7, 8.
I feel your heartbeat next to mine, so let me take you by my side. I wanna whisper in your ear, I feel your heartbeat next to mine, so let me love you one more time. I wanna whisper in your ear, tú mi mujer, mi corazón.
All right. A near miss. It's a near hit. Let me see if I can find something else. Surrendered My Love is another good song. Raluca. Rotan hits.
Feels like a fire that is burning inside. Feels like a home deep in my heart. When you close that door, you left me cold inside. But I know the wound will be healed with time. Feels like a fire that is burning inside. Feels like a home deep in my heart. When you close that door, you left me cold inside. But I know the wounds will be healed with time.
Oh, that bass.
Surrender my love, and now you're my heart. Now I can't get enough, you're all I'm thinking of. Surrender my love, and now you're my heart. We knew it from the start, oh baby,
I have been waiting and anticipating. All my life.
Don't keep it waiting, no. Feels like a fire that is burning inside. Feels like a hole deep in my heart. When you close that door, you left me cold inside. But I know the wound will be healed with time. Feels like a fire that is burning inside. Feels like a hole deep in my heart. When you close that door, you left me cold inside. But I know the wounds will be healed with time.
Mm. Oh, go ahead. Woohoo. Ah, boy. So that was interesting. I guess I'll keep waiting for Smelly Cat to come back. Oh, DC is live right now. Well, this should be interesting. Nick Rakita and his wife arrested. My thoughts.
Drinking coffee every day didn't work for me, but I couldn't figure out why until I went from 184 to 123. I was doing everything right. I just needed a little tweak to one thing. So this is the simple method that has helped me drop close to 61 pounds.
Can you tell us more about this powerful quit smoking gummies?
Yes, Kevin. 2 of these gummies daily completely eliminates nicotine cravings. And
Can we quit with the ads?
Cool.
So you knew goddamn well what was going on in that fucking house, and you kept on taking your kids over there. You married a woman who clearly has zero maternal instincts.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom, but I'll keep letting it play.
No protective instincts for children at all. And yet, here you are, trying to portray yourself as the hero of the story. No, sir. I'm sorry. No. Because I am assuming that Aaron's kids are also very young. Okay, let's continue.
I picked it up, I unscrewed it, I looked, and I said, don't be. It was. I called April down. I said, everybody out of the fucking house. I texted, I showed it to her and gave it to her. I said, you take it up there, you get rid of this fucking shit.
Yeah.
And then I texted her, I said, everybody out of the fucking house right now. You have no idea how fucking angry I am. April, and April was trying to balance between not hurting Nick's feelings, but being angry that her 4-year-old fucking stepdaughter was within arm's reach of it.
Oh, great. So the kids were in the room. So the 4-year-old.
The kids were in the room. Smelly Cat. I sometimes bitch about my mama from time to time, but she is good to me. She blesses me with a lot. So does my mom, Smelly Cat. Then again, I bend over backwards for her.
Was within arm's reach of a bunch of coke.
I do that for my mother, too.
And that wasn't enough of a clue for you, Aaron?
You should always help your mother, everybody.
I'm sorry, but the timeline is not adding up for me. Aaron, you are a piece of shit. I don't care what
Oh,
kind of a
boy.
victim or a hero you're trying to turn yourself into. This is some horse shit. This is some horse shit. Now, I used to not respect Aaron because he is one of the biggest oversharers on the platform to a cringe fucking degree. A cringe degree. He overshares everything about everything going on. I mean, clearly not everything, because this is something that he held back.
Yeah.
God damn it, man. God damn it. You were hanging out with these degenerates. You were seeing what Kayla and Nick were doing in their home with those 5 kids there.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, evidently, you continue to socialize with these motherfuckers. But okay, let's continue.
He don't know right from wrong? Is that what you're trying to say, DC?
I was fucking incensed.
Yeah.
I got the
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
wait until their backs are turned, chucking shit. Oh man, I was fucking mad.
Okay, so
And mine is older than most my age. 73, has progressive MS, and I do what I can to make her golden years shine, not tarnish them. Well, that's the way it should be, smelly cat.
Kata bringing in a lockbox full of drugs to your house was not your first clue. Right? Right? And the fact that he's prepping something for your so-called wife to indulge in, and your kids are in the fucking house, I swear to God, man, if I were your ex-wife, you would never see those kids again. I promise you. You would never.
Oh, she'd go nuclear. I'm taking the kids. There's going to be a custody battle.
See those kids again. Take me to court, do whatever you have to do. But goddamn, the way that you are burying yourself with this shit, trying to make yourself out to be the good guy, no, fuck you, Aaron.
And of all the people that come out, you would think my wife would come out and try to comfort me and say, they're gone. They're out of here. This is done. She went up upstairs where Nick was. Kayla comes out to me and I go, this has to fucking stop. Either this shit goes or I go. She goes, yes, it has to stop. I know it has to stop.
All right.
Fights ensued. It was a crazy fucking night. I'll spare you guys the details, but I'll fucking hate the guy forever.
Uh-huh.
For that and other things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who the heck? Oh, it's Nick Rakita's a lawyer. Okay. So, Nick Rakita. Several social media users claimed Nick Rakita, a popular lawyer influencer on YouTube, has been arrested for drugs and firearms possession. One person on X at Woman Definer shared an image of a charge sheet showing Rakita and his wife Kayla charged and pending a court hearing. Uh-oh.
Exactly, yeah.
I've never heard of this guy before. First time I'm hearing of him.
All right.
But if he got arrested, well, let's hope that those charges weren't felonies. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. Who knows?
I am going to share the stream of Aaron's, this righteously indignant stream that Aaron did this morning, which is...
Smelly cat. I can't stand it when children are used as collateral damage between two hostile parents. Me either, smelly cat.
Too rich for my blood. I have to admit. It is too much for me. And we're going to play as long as we have to. Aaron, you were doing drugs with them. You were doing Molly with Nick.
Oh, wow.
You knew that there were 5 kids in that house. And you knew that you had children of your own. I don't know where your kids were at the time. But let's continue.
Mom and Dad can't go back to the old routine. Mom and Dad have to get help.
The Ricadas.
Well, I mean, they might be sentenced. I've been looking at people in the jail roster who have similar charges. Nobody has the Schedule 1, 2, 3, 4, the felony 5th degree drug possession thing, and the firearm. But I've seen people in there 60 days.
No, but now this Nick guy does, right? Is he the only person that has it?
60 days for the drug possession thing. So they might not be out for a while.
Yeah, but those people have priors.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. If the charges are felonies, of course they're not going to be out for a while.
Ricada, as far as we know, does not have priors, and neither does Kayla.
Okay.
So, I mean, when you pile the child endangerment charges on there, and I don't know if that's going to come up in the arraignment. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. Ricada is in big, big trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the combination of the guns with the cocaine is going to be a real problem for him. And I am still dying.
Oh, cocaine. Okay. Yeah, then, yeah, it will be a real problem.
Know how the hell he got that black eye. There were some rumors that Kiwi Farms had called. That
oh yes, Kiwi
called.
Farms.
Now, he knows a mandated reporter who made the report. Let's continue.
Or at least,
please do.
After their court stuff and all that, like, they might get bailed out and then go back to court, then get locked up. I don't think it'll be prison time if it's first offense.
I doubt it too.
And
yeah, same here. Same here. They're usually pretty lenient with first offenses, depending on the state, of course.
They'll be offered some kind of deal to just get this thing out of there. As far as my, legally current wife, maybe 30 days, a fine, and then I'm crossing my fingers for mandatory rehab. But then again, rehab's not going to work on anyone who doesn't want to. Like, if these three don't think they have a problem, nothing's going to matter.
Nope.
I think that mandatory rehab would work for Kayla. As far as Nick is concerned, he'll just go around blaming everybody for his drug and alcohol problems.
Mm-hmm.
Like he blamed Medicare for his defamation suit. Like he's attacking the judge in the case. Like he's attacking his own fucking lawyer in the case. But I'm telling you, in that brief glimpse that I got of him sitting in the holding cell during the arraignment, when it just flashed up briefly on the screen, he looked really, really rough. And I'm sure that spending the night in jail was no picnic for him. He's probably going through major withdrawal at the moment. So I don't know. Let's continue.
And I worry about Nick's part because Nick is the classic addict who is too fucking smart to, get clean, too fucking smart to admit he's got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Everyone's assuming online. They're like, oh, this is a wake-up call for Nick. I've gotten to know Nick over the next 6 months. I can see him explain his way out of this. I think everyone in that group should go their separate ways. I think it's broken, personally.
It is broken.
And again, people don't get help unless they want to. And I don't think 3 addicts can help each other get clean. I don't know if it works that way.
No, they can't. They have to make the effort to get clean themselves. They can't help each other do it.
The people I've talked to anyway say no.
No.
I'm again still a little scatterbrained, but some of the other thoughts I had, obviously I feel like this is shitty. This is awful. I took calls from people yesterday, from friends and stuff, like, well, you called it. You said, yeah, it doesn't feel good. Like this, I'm right, or this told you so, or whatever, doesn't feel good. I didn't want this. The reason I was warning them, the reason I was telling them to get clean, the reason I was telling them we can't do this anymore is so that a day like this wouldn't happen. When I saw that live stream, I thought, well, jail or death is probably next for Nick. I do want to address, I feel it's gross that I even have to address this. The internet is just full of gross people.
Yeah.
I did not call
We Ben knew that. We Ben knew that.
any authorities. I mean, look, your wife getting arrested and being in jail, not good.
No, it's not.
I did yesterday or 2 days ago. I talked to her parents. I said,
The both of them being arrested and being in jail is not good. It's not just her. It's the two of them. It ain't a good look for either of them.
because up until Monday, I was trying to get April to leave the house.
Mm-hmm.
She was belligerent about it, so I just went, well, I've been trying for months now to, pull her out of there. Let's see if a fresh voice can help. And I talked to her parents. And then yesterday, one of Kayla's family members got in touch with me. We spoke.
Okay.
And they wanted my help in getting Kayla out of the house so she could talk to her and perhaps get her away from what was going on there.
You see, this is the thing. This whole situation is so terrible. All right.
Well, we've seen way worse, haven't we, DC? Yeah, Smelly Cat, yeah. He thinks it's just going to be bad for one person, please.
No joy out of this. I'm not sitting around rubbing my hands together with glee and rejoicing at this man's downfall.
You don't do that for anybody. You don't do that for anybody. Actually, excuse me, I take that back. You have done that for some people, but not a lot, not every person that you deem to be broken beyond repair, DC. Don't get ahead of yourself.
I am absolutely astonished that he's been able to get away with it for so long. My heart aches for the kids in that house. God only knows what
She don't care about the kids. Don't listen to this.
They had to witness every day, especially considering that they're homeschooled. And yeah, they do their little activities or whatever, but for the most part, they are stuck in that house with those two degenerates.
Oh.
And
dear old DC pretending she cares. Nothing new here.
Thought of, granted, okay, if the kids are taken away from Nick and Kayla, they will end up living with grandparents, family members, whatever. They're fine. They won't be shoved into the foster care system. They won't suffer. But at the same time, kids want to be with their parents.
Yeah.
And the fact that the Ricadas were this grotesquely irresponsible around their own kids, bringing illegal drugs into the house and playing with fire the way they did, and then bringing these two losers into the house too.
Oh.
Aaron can protest his innocence as
everybody's a loser
as he wants, but dude, we watched it. We watched it unfold. All right. So cut it out. And 6 months you hung out with these people? 6 months.
Cut it out. You're going to trigger my GERD.
You exposed your children to these people. Okay, let's continue.
Without divulging too much, Kayla has expressed an interest in stopping the drugs, stopping all that, but never quite strong enough to pull the trigger on that one, in fairness to...
Okay, we're getting an update here. $50,000 bail, no drugs, no guns, no booze, no kids back for Nick Ricada. Let me highlight that comment. I keep on forgetting I can do that here.
Oh, yeah, Gen X music rules. $50K bail, no drugs, no guns, no booze, no kids back for Nick at DC Media Girl.
Wow. Okay. So he is going to get bail. And again, I have to wonder if this is going to be his rock bottom, if this is going to wake him up. I don't know.
I hope so.
I don't know. So no mandatory rehab for Ricada? Interesting. Well, I guess
No.
we'll see how it plays out as the day goes on. Again, I want to emphasize there is nothing funny. There is nothing tee-hee, ha-ha about this. I know that the only people who are going to be, wallowing in this are the A-logs. And listen, don't make a mistake here, okay? When I thought that it was just Nick who was the mess.
There is nothing funny about it. There is nothing funny about it.
And that Kayla was basically keeping things, under control with the kids. I too thought that it was absurd, and I was very contemptuous of Rekieta for allowing his life to take this downward slide.
Lies. Lies, 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 lies. You don't care. 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 We know you don't care.
But as soon as I found out that Kayla was also indulging, and that these two idiots were hanging around with them and doing drugs and Molly and whatever, that is where all my sympathy went out the window. For everyone in that household except for...
You never had any sympathy to begin with, DC.
Kids who have no choice.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I see right through her. She does not care. She doesn't care. She doesn't.
In the matter. All I can say is thank God that the grandparents live nearby so that they are not going to be forced to go live with strangers and they're not separated.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the other thing. People, I have read the comments and I've reflected on criticisms and things like that. And I will say some criticisms are just from fucking assholes just being really terrible. But some of them are legitimate. One of the criticisms I've been receiving that's very legitimate is they say, Aaron, you may not be too hard on Nick, but it seems like you're giving the girls a pass. And if that's how it's coming off, I am sorry. They don't get a pass. They made their decision. This was a choice. This wasn't something bad that happened to them. This was a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Nick's part in this is that he is the worst fucking person to go.
It sounds like she doesn't to me either. Smelly cat. Yeah. She acts like she cares and then she goes about her business. It's typical behavior. That is her department. I'm going to come on stream and act like I care, and then I'm going to go and drive Negs nuts again.
For help.
No, Aaron, my criticism of you.
Then again, she's so friggin' monotone that it's hard to tell. Yeah. I think that the only way that she would ever truly care is if the kids actually did end up getting harmed. Because she was never able to be a mother. Everybody knows that DC has struggled with infertility because of her cancer. And she would only be sympathetic if actual full-fledged harm came to those children. She would not care any other way about anyone's kids.
Is that none of this should have gotten on the internet.
And hey, wait. I take it back. Even if the kids did end up getting harmed, she probably still wouldn't care. Oops.
None of it. None of it. None of it. I remember that stream where you were in the Rekieta's house with April and Nick was dancing around shirtless behind you and trying to bite your ear and all this shit. You knew what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
You knew what you were doing. And you stuck with this man.
I haven't seen that, but if he was doing stupid stuff, I believe it. Yeah, smelly cat. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wanted his audience. Let's be honest. Or you wanted his drugs, or you wanted his money, or you wanted something from him.
Mm-hmm.
He was a horrible influence on your kids. And I think it is pathetic that kids have to tell a grown man that they don't want to go to somebody's house anymore because they're so uncomfortable.
I think that's pathetic too. If you know that your children are uncomfortable in a situation, why continue putting them in that situation? I couldn't have them either. Lupus made that choice for me, sadly. Oh, smelly cat. I didn't know you have lupus. You know who else has lupus is Selena Gomez. And she had to get a kidney transplant because of that.
Terrible. He will rationalize, he will justify, just wanted someone to do drugs with. That's all he wanted. I know
Yeah.
because he did it to me. I said, Nick, I've heard.
Yeah, that's really sad. Mm-hmm. And really, really bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know a lot about it. I've heard that doing Molly 2 weekends in a row is not a good thing. Are you sure I should take this? Oh yeah, it's fine, because what you do is you take a supplement in the morning, and actually it doesn't deplete everything. You can restore it. Just make sure you stay hydrated and blah blah. I mean,
I already had 2 go-abouts with renal kidney failure in my past. Smelly Cat, did you have to have a transplant too?
the worst drug advice I've ever gotten, or anyone could ever get. I think he just wanted someone to do drugs with.
Well, yeah, obviously, yes.
But that's his part in it. I said no. They can say no. I said no. April and Kayla can say no. It's not an excuse that, well, he just came on really strong and, he told us that it was okay. Like, that's not an excuse.
Yeah, but if you look at the mugshot of Kayla, she looks like she's strung out. This is not her first rodeo.
No.
Okay. And I keep on returning to Nick Rekieta's black eye because I want to know if somebody, punched him.
Luckily, no. Well, I'm glad, Smelly Cat. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you didn't have to go through that.
Face. And if.
Nor dialysis either, which I lucked out on. Mm-hmm.
Which one of the women was it?
I'm happy to hear that, Smelly Cat. But one day, I probably won't be so lucky. Don't wish that on yourself, Smelly Cat, please. Just how it goes. Yeah, I would really hate it if something happened to you.
I think the cop would punch him in the face, but who the fuck knows? I also.
Well, no, police officers don't punch people in their faces.
That apparently.
They do shoot people, but they don't punch them.
Nick, or I heard, I think it was.
I've seen one or two instances where, yeah, a cop has hit a person in the face. But for the most part, if the situation escalates to a point that's beyond anyone's control, the cops are just going to shoot the person. And that'll be it. You're welcome, Smelly Cat.
No, from Kiwi Farms, was on Kino Casino, and he said that Nick and April were arrested together, and Kayla was arrested later. Where the fuck were they going? What was going on? How did they get caught? What happened? Anyway, let's continue.
Like, Nick's a fucking disaster, yeah. But we all know from childhood, you don't fucking listen to disasters.
No, you don't.
Fucking lean into disasters.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
So that's a criticism that I think was fair. But no, I did not contact the fucking authorities.
Why not?
Requested, try to find out who made the 911 call. I'd be interested to find out too. When it first broke, everyone was saying Kiwi Farms. I said Kiwi Farms got fucking pussy hurt.
They always do. I've seen a lot of police brutality here in SoCal. Yes, Smelly Cat. The LAPD are not the brightest bunch in the book. And that's because of all of the scandals that the LAPD has had. The stuff with the crack epidemic in the 1980s, I think it was. And then the Rampart scandal. There's corruption. A lot of corruption with them.
the fact that they're like, Aaron said it was Kiwi Farms.
Who gives a shit who called? At least someone did. At least someone called because they saw that the situation, God, I'm having so much trouble speaking. I'm sorry.
Well, there's a surprise.
Thing in my mouth is really driving me crazy.
Then take it out of your mouth.
But at least somebody called. At least somebody had the foresight and the care, more care for those children than apparently anybody in his immediate circle. And I did want to mention something with regards to this.
All right, goodbye, monotone lady. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. How long have I been going for? 2 hours, 31 minutes? More like LAP re. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm done. But thank you, Smelly Cat, and everybody else in chat. Yes, I called her a monotone lady. And what about it? Yes, Smelly Cat. DC is monotone. Okay. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow was right. All right. I'm going to head out. Bye, you guys. If you haven't liked the program, I hope you did that. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome.